Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mark, aka Christ169, coming to you with another live video here. I am here, you're there. Let's get on to it now. Title of the screen is going to be, obviously, the big scam. Um, it's, and it's going to be in the big scam. We're going to talk about the big scam here. They're getting set up here. Um, everything gets set up. So everything gets set up. Damn, here I'm out here. Get everything set up. We'll have a nice little discussion about this stuff here. Um, but of course, I'd like to thank all you guys for watching my video um, and being part of my channel. It helps me a lot. Um, helps me a lot. Um, it makes it easier for me to, do stuff, just to take care of a lot of stuff. I got to take care of my family with the sense of the passing of my mother on 28th of February, and it's been almost one, two, been almost 2 months since she passed away. And now, I miss my mother every day, and there's always something that that needs to be addressed. But hey, what are you gonna do? Life is that way. But today's topic live stream, I'm only gonna be maybe for 30 minutes or so, maybe a little longer than that. So if you guys come in late and I cut it, not because I don't want to be around you, it's because I go back to sleep here. I'm off tonight, but still have to keep my sleep schedule somewhat normal. Today's topic is going to be about the big scam: online gaming memberships, i.e., Xbox, PlayStation Plus, Nintendo, Ubisoft, Nintendo Online, Ubisoft, and EA, etc. And this is that topic, guys, not going to go against the fact that yes, I do purchase PlayStation. No, plays the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I have that. I've been using that for a long time. When it was called Gold, way back in the day, for you kids. Back in the day where you kids was day. And that stuff right there is really something that needs to be addressed. Playing for Xbox Game Pass, and here's the price of it. Ultimate is like you know $17.99. Okay, and there's or 19.99. It's $20 a month now, and you get hundreds of high quality games, new games on day one, online console multiplayer, EA Play membership, member deals, discounts, perks, and game benefits. The one I'm highlighting is pretty much the online console multiplayer. We are in 2025, folks. These companies can go the way of next generation and go the way of the dodo and stop thinking they have to charge people. Now I'm not gonna go to every I'm not gonna go to every tier and go, well, this is what I mean by this, that, and the other. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit there and insult your intelligence by telling you the price. You all know the price. We all know the price of a Game Pass Ultimate is 20 bones per month. And you get hundreds of high quality games on console, PC, and cloud. You get new games day one. You get EA membership. I think it's a pretty cool membership. Yes, basic, but still. And Titanfall 2, Titanfall games you want to play like that, or games you want to try out on EA before you buy it. Maybe you can get a discount through that. Membership deals, discounts, and perks. I mean, that's not a bad thing. You get hundreds of games you can play anytime you want to. And I think that's fine. But here's my issue with it. the online multiplayer. Guys, we live in 2025. Online should be free. You're already paying. I'm paying 19.99. I'm paying 29.99 a month for my Spectrum internet because I had a different I had a pretty good deal. I couldn't say no to. Um, but I was paying 300. I was paying $98 a month for 300. And I went down to 100. I had to make a sacrifice. Now, does that affect game quality? I don't. Maybe I don't know for sure. But personally, did it really bother me? No. Does it bother me in a sense? No. What bugs me is that the consoles are still being held down by the fact that they have to have online multiplayer behind a paywall. That they can't just give you that for free and charge you for I don't know, whatever. They can charge you for something else. They can make it where online multiplayer. If you pay for this thing, it's we've been told a lie that you pay for Xbox Game Gold, Xbox Gold. You're helping Microsoft keep the infrastructure of their servers up. That's the biggest crock of shit. A crock of shit. Microsoft owned a lot of their own servers, and what they didn't own, they partnered up with other companies because Microsoft is an operating system for crying out loud. And they can help the company. Hell, helping Nintendo with their servers and stuff getting better online service. So if they can do that, then why are you paying for gold? I mean, why are you paying for online? You know, back in the day in gold, you had to pay for gold just to unlock Netflix and Facebook on your Xbox. It's free on your phone. It's free on your PlayStation, even though you had to use a disc to use Netflix. And I still remember those days, pop a disc in and had to use it on Netflix. But it was still there. It was still available to you. And all you had to do was just play it. You're already paying for it. So I get it now that yes, online multiplayer for consoles is required because they want extra money. Yes, they want to boost it. It's all about boosting their numbers. Microsoft doesn't care one bit about the online multiplayer. All they want is the Game Pass Ultimate numbers to boost up. And they have been trending up because of the new acquisitions and games coming out. They're finally trickling out. And the new games being announced at their E3 press conference, at their Microsoft press conference. I call it E3 still, but I call it the Xbox press conference. That turned a lot of heads. Turned a lot of heads. People turned like, yeah, it's pretty interesting. And people nod like, interesting. So maybe it's time for a Game Pass Ultimate. And I use it. I have I'm my Xbox app on my PC. I have no problem saying that. But I only use it because of the nice games I get. Sorry, guys. I know of the games I get, and I can play whatever I want without having to worry about, going to the store or whatever. But I think convenience is taking over and making us not understand, what we're losing. We're losing the ability to effectively, manage our own money. We're letting other companies like Microsoft manage our money for us. Before you say, "Oh well, how is that possible, Mark?" Well, think about it. You pay 20 bones every month um, um, to Microsoft. You pay 20 bones a month every month to them, so you can play online. You pay 20 bones a month so you can play online gaming. And latest games are good to have. And latest games are good to play. Wrong. Yeah, yeah, pretty hidden gems there. Far Cry 6 is probably a real good sleeper hit. If you haven't played Far Cry 6, you might like it. If you played it, then you know what I'm talking about. It's it's not a terrible game. Needs a little more work. But it doesn't mean that the game is terrible. You have all the Halos there you want to play. You have Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, Call of Duty, and Modern Warfare 2 there you can play. I know you can play Black Ops 6, obviously. So you have the games you want to play there. And more coming in. I saw Red Dead 2 there at one time, or being announced. Still hasn't dropped yet. If it has, comment down below. But that right there, folks, is something they know that needs to be addressed. Is there a reason to have Game Pass Ultimate? I think more so than the other ones I want to talk about. PlayStation Plus, Nintendo Switch Online, maybe the only Sec 2. The only two I can come up with you probably must have or Xbox. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm just tired. I'm sorry. My body is don't let me go back. Don't go back to bed. So I just woke up to make a video. But sorry if I'm being unprofessional here. Sorry. But the only two I can think of owning that's worth anything is Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and Nintendo Switch Online, because those two actually have benefits in games you can get. PlayStation Plus and EA Play and Ubisoft, it's kind of they're okay unless you really really have to have them. If you don't have to have them, and I think it's one of those things you look at. So Xbox Game Pass, 20 bones. Nintendo Switch Online has the maximum count one online, play online with both of them, obviously. Nintendo Switch by itself, whole year is 20 bones. If you have the individual, family, $34.99 a year, and accounts you can have is 8. Individual 1, family 8. For expansion pack, includes the is $50. I paid for it myself. Ain't too bad. Tennessee 4 is okay. A lot of these games are okay. They're not terrible, not great, but nothing to write home about. I give them a pass. Like I said, I give Nintendo. I give Nintendo and Microsoft pass because they have better value as of right now compared to the other three I'm going to look at. Now, Xbox Essentials, Xbox PlayStation Essentials, PlayStation Plus, $70 a month, $80 a month, and you get access to online multiplayer, hand-picked games to download every month, no cost, exclusive discount to PlayStation Store, exclusive add-ons, 100 gigabytes of cloud storage, share play, game help, PlayStation Plus collection. I think those things are interesting, but Ubisoft Classic is on PlayStation Store now. Ubisoft Plus Classics. You can buy a lot of the older games. GTA Plus is on PlayStation. Red Dead 1, Eleanor games are on here. I mean, it's just one of those things you look at and wonder, okay, so what in the world will we, and it goes up from here, guys. And the cost goes up from here. The essentials, the premium, and the monthly games, all have, and it's all pretty rough. I mean, And I think it's one of those things that you have to understand. They're trying to sell you money. So PlayStation Plus is probably going to be the most weakest one of the group. Even though I think PlayStation Plus is good and it does have value. So maybe my camera went totally apeshit crazy right now. I hope you guys can see me real well. I think that's the biggest thing of all things is understanding what they got. There it goes. And what they got is the PlayStation Plus. To me, is my weakest one of all of them. Yes, you get some games sprinkled in, but it's not like Ultimate, and it's not like Nintendo Switch Online. Yes, you get some Ubisoft classics that you might like, you might hate. It just depends on who you are. EA Play membership has a monthly EA Play. If you have Game Pass Ultimate like I do, EA Play doesn't matter because it's included into your Ultimate. But if you want it separate, let's say you don't have, it's going to cost $5.99 a month. You get game trials for 10 hours. Or you pay $40 a year. Score new rewards every month and hottest EA titles. 10% off EA. 10% off EA digital purchases, including games, downloads, points, perks, and DLC. That's pretty cool. EA Play Pro is $16.99, or $119 a year. Day one access to full premium editions of games, new packs with additional content and extra. Unlimited access to the library premium with the games. Unlimited access to a collection, the library, premium library. Score new rewards, 10% off discount. So both of them have value. So if I rated this value as I can't rate it. I rate it about the same as PlayStation Plus. And Ubisoft Plus is pretty much going to be probably the weirdest one out of, because it has play evolving selection of games, access standard edition. This is just a monthly one, classic. Sorry, classic one. The premium one is $10 more. 100 games on PC. New releases day one plus early access when available. Both premium editions and DLC content. Now, your premium, you get the DLC with most of them. 20% discount on games, all DLC 10% off version currency. Monthly game rewards, play on cloud with Luna, play on Xbox. Yearly, it's $179 for the premium and $79 for the classic. And of course, play most premium editions day one. Ubisoft is actually a little bit above EA Play because I looked at it. But guys, all these subscriptions, and I rated them from above to below. All of these are subscriptions you have to pay to keep playing. The old saying goes, you have to pay to play. And that's being very truthful about it. You have to keep paying tons of money every month to play these games. Once you stop paying, the games don't work. See, they hooked us into DRM without us realizing it. Now they got us hooked. So you got to keep doling out money every month to play the games you want to play on Xbox and PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, EA, and Ubisoft. It doesn't matter what side of the team you play on. It doesn't matter if your PC console. What now? This may affect consoles more than PC, because most PC gamers myself will just buy the games right up on the sale on Steam and not worry about it. But if you're a budget gamer, this kind of not really making budget sense anymore, because You're paying $80 a year for the classics. You're paying $40 a year for EA Play. You're paying 20 bones a month for PlayStation Plus. Not PlayStation Plus. Play Nintendo Switch Online. You're paying 20 bones per month for a game that's Ultimate. That is still the better of all of them. But it's not saying a whole lot when the games you're playing you don't even own because you're renting them a long period of time. But see, I'm comfortable with that because financially I can do that. Do I buy some games on Steam that are from Xbox? I play them on EA Play. Of course, I mean play them on X Ultimate. Of course, I do. I get a better deal on Steam than I do on the Xbox app. Believe it or not, you buy a game on Steam from Microsoft, you get a better deal in most cases. About 90% of the time. 10% of the time, you'll find a better deal on 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 the Xbox side. But it just depends on what you want and what you want to play. In closing, guys, in this video here, I'm going back to bed here in a little bit. In closing, what I'm telling you guys is not anything, I'm letting the cat out of the bag. It's been going on since the days of membership started. That are we really getting value for what we're putting into? Are we just getting hosed? I don't think we're getting hosed like we used to did back in the day, but I still think the hose is still out. You know, not turning on the water and spraying us with with the hose water doesn't mean that I'm still not getting hosed. The fact of the matter is, we are literally paying hundreds of dollars a year, in most cases, probably thousands of dollars a year. If you have multiple, if you add all of them up, all of them, all years up, of all the premium, you're probably paying about 300 something dollars a year. Okay, let's say the games, um, let's say each game here, um, let's say $300 a year, $300, minus say 70, it's 230. You buy one game, minus another 70, two games, three games, four games. You get 20 bones left over. You literally paid for three games with these memberships altogether. So I understand the value with them, but I don't understand how we can think that we're going to own anything. And then, granted, yes, you can buy games at discount, blah blah blah, and buy them at discount and buy them at bargain bin discount, especially on Steam. If you really wait, I mean, you can get some good games for good prices. Uh, you can get some real good games. Last of Us Part 2 launched. I might wait until the summer sale or a winter sale to pick that up if it goes down to the right price. Why not? It's $50. If I can get $20, I'll get $20. I heard it was decent. It wasn't terrible, but it's just one of those things. I think games of that note are interesting because it's open world, there's exploration, but I'm not going to pay full price for games. I haven't fucking games since I bought Spider-Man 2. But that was an impulse buy. I wanted to play it right away. That's on me. But it doesn't mean that we have to sit there and buy every game brand new. If you're on console, you kind of have to, because if you don't buy it brand new, when you go to the schoolyard or water cooler at work, people are talking about it. You're like, I haven't played it yet. You wait 6 months. Oh yeah, I bought this new game. I bought it 6 months ago. I'll talk about it now. And they're like, no, loser, and they walk away from you. You say they're looking at idiot because 6 months ago the game was hot. Now it's not. So a lot of people have to buy the games brand new, and I get it. And thank God for Game Pass Ultimate if it's only on Xbox and PlayStation, Premium and Ubisoft Premium. And they require. Now I think they have day one for them too as well. They did that, so that's cool. I'm not knocking, membership. I call it a scam because it is a scam. We're being scammed to believe that we own. We don't own any of this stuff. If you go into the mindset that you don't own any of these games and you're renting them a long period of time, then you're fine. But if you think, oh, I own all these games because I'm paying all this money, you don't. Once you turn off those services and lose that access, you don't have games anymore. Free games you might get, the free games you might get with Plus and Ultimate, yeah, you might be able to keep that maybe. Uh, but you're not gonna sit there and be able to sit there and play it online or play it at all after after the Steam after the Ultimate has has membership has suspended. So I'm trying to say, guys, is this: if you go in the mindset not owning any games, then why are you playing games in the first place? Now I own a lot of licenses on my SSDs, but I own them. But I also have a few games like Game Pass Ultimate that are on there too as well that I don't own. It's a mixed bag with me. I don't call it a scam because it's a bad thing. No, I call it a scam because we're told to believe that we own something we don't own anything. That is the scam on these memberships. And if you get that you don't own anything and you're there and you're just renting a long period of time, well, you can own them eventually if you want to pay for them. You can own them. That is the scam. We don't own anything right away. So, you know, and once you get that, you're fine. But well, guys, until next time, I won't be off. I won't be making another video probably next week. I'll work 2 days this week, Monday and Tuesday, and I'll be off again. Next Saturday, I'll do my weekend roundup because I go back to work Sunday night next week. So my schedule will be setting back to normal back next week. I took off an extra day for a small vacation. Thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you guys for being part of my channel. I will do that giveaway here in a few weeks. I have 2 Xbox Game Pass Ultimates I'm going to give away to 2 lucky people on my channel. To be a part of my channel or the drawing, you have to be subscribed, and you have and of course you have to have Xbox and I have to have an Xbox app or Xbox console qualify. Of course, gamer tag will be needed to verify, and I'll pick 2 people at random, verify the account. If I can't verify your account, I move on to the next 2 or next person until I verify someone's account. I find them on my subscribe list. Once they're there, I get them and they're able to rock and roll them. Thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you guys for being part of my channel. God bless all you guys. Peace out.